Hi guys, long time no see. So I want to talk about falling off the wagon and going backwards, basically being in survival mode, four walls, bank account negative. It has been quite a few months. It's definitely been a struggle for my husband and I. Things happened, like I totaled my car, hit a deer, which set us back quite a bit because my insurance didn't pay for my whole car to be totaled out. Like I still had quite a bit of a loan on it, and then I had to buy a new car, and I didn't get the best interest rate, so my payments are really high. And then we moved, and he took quite a big hit in income as well, and we were not quite realizing how bad our situation was. And then we got hit with a bunch of medical bills for his daughter, and we really just realizing that my pay really sucks, and we'll get into that too. So this is January, and it is the time of new beginnings and new resolutions. And so yeah, I wanted to share with you, it's the middle of January. I was just looking at my budget, and I thought I would at least hop on and record because it has been a while since I've filmed a budget, filmed a video, and maybe this will just help keep me on track and keep me accountable. So anyway, one thing that did not help this month, this January, was my first paycheck of the month usually comes on like the 31st, the very last day of the month, and I always just count it toward the next month. So normally I would get paid December 31st and count that towards my January budget. Well, the private school I work for, which I had no idea they did this, pays you the Friday before we go on Christmas break, because the person who handles our payroll is, of course, out of the office for the whole of Christmas break. So we got paid a whole 2 weeks, well, not really, a whole week before we normally do. And I did not handle that very well. And I did start paying bills that would be due that first week. But I was also like, well, we're kind of in the hole, and we have bills that are past due. We have to get food on the table, and hey, you know, it's Christmas, and we probably should have some gifts for my stepdaughters to open up on Christmas, because we had nothing for them. So anyway, this 9/10, that's planned. That's going to be my January 15th paycheck. I always get paid $910 and some change. And then in December, in the midst of our chaotic money mess, I decided I needed to get a second job. So I started delivering pizzas for Pizza Hut. And I'm very glad that I have this job. I'm very thankful. I am working 7 days a week, juggling 60 hours that I put in at my teaching job, plus putting in 30 to 40 hours in at Pizza Hut. The tips are some days really great, like Saturday I made $150, but today I only made $11, so it really depends. So I am guessing that this month I will be making $500 in tips. So far I've made $310, or $331. I am sure that, especially this coming weekend, I'm working 4 days in a row. I'm working 12-hour days on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturdays I usually make my best money. I'm gonna stop putting my husband's work in here. We do not combine our bank accounts. He really does not want to, and we've gone round and round about this, and I'm just done forcing the issue. And honestly, when he gets paid $300. Like, he works in a factory, he makes really good money, but he also pays $900 a month for child support for his 2 children. So when all is said and done and he gets his paycheck, it's like $300, and he pays his car loan and a personal loan. So really what's left is like $100, and with that he buys his gas for the 2 weeks, and if he wants to grab food on the way to work. So honestly, I'm not pushing it. Some weeks, just not currently, because he works at a factory, and in the winter time until about April or May, overtime is really scarce. He was getting a lot of overtime in the summer and in the fall, and he was bringing home, $1,000 paychecks, and he was able to contribute. Right now, it's just not feasible, and I'm okay with it. This paycheck right here is my actual paycheck from Pizza Hut. This is my first one. I made $278. I get paid again tomorrow, Monday, January 14th, and I'm estimating, because I actually did end up putting in overtime the week of Christmas break, because I really worked every day of Christmas break except for Christmas Day when we were closed, and I worked New Year's Eve, a 12-hour shift. So I'm going to be getting overtime. I'm estimating my next paycheck to be $400. Originally I had planned only $200 because I hadn't gotten a paycheck yet, so I wasn't quite sure what to make. And then this was the carryover from that first quote-unquote paycheck, $279.58. So that's leaving my total at $1,968. I'm still over budget by $158.30, but that's okay. We are trucking through it. I need to start contributing to my emergency fund. I am back to baby step 1, but quite honestly, I'm at baby step 0. We're going to be 100% honest. We are trying to get caught up. We are in survival mode. I don't know why this rent is here. I'm going to take this out, because our rent is already paid, and honestly, this is probably going to help take away that over budget. Let's see. Let's take this out, because rent is already paid for the month. Yep, that helps. Look at that. No longer in the red here. Yay. Our electricity bill, we've only have $8 to pay for our electric bill. They only charged us for 11 days because we moved in the middle of November, and for some reason we didn't get a bill until 2 weeks ago. So it was $8, and that's due at the end of the month. Cell phones, I owe $238.78. Actually, I did pay half of this today, so I better put that in. This is going to be a very long video. It's kind of like a budget with me video. I did pay $136 here from the tips that I made yesterday. Come on. And actually, to be quite honest with you, my cell phone bill is late, but I will probably be paying the rest of it tomorrow with my Pizza Hut paycheck. I am currently trying to convince my husband to take a second job, but he's kind of unwilling, and I totally get why, because when his overtime does pick up, he'll be able to do that overtime, and then on the days that he does have off from work, because he only works 3 days a week, he works 12-hour shifts 3 days a week. So he manages full-time in 3 days. So those other 4 days is when we do get his daughters, and he just feels like getting a second job would hurt that. So I get that. Phone and internet, we don't have phone or cable. I'm going to edit this. I'm editing this a little bit as we go here. Joey paid for the internet, so I didn't have to worry about that this month. It comes out of his checking account. But it runs about $65. We have pretty cheap internet, and honestly, the speed sucks. But it's what's cheap, and it's what's available. Let's see, groceries. got $100 one day at work for tips, and I went to the grocery store and I left with like $99 and some odd change worth of groceries. So, yep, I spent under budget. I actually had to put some stuff back, and that sucked. If I have a good weekend, I'll probably put some more in the grocery bin thing, but honestly, we're eating out of our pantry. We're trying to use our stuff up, so it's okay. Gym membership, $47.99. So I've been struggling with a bit of seasonal depression, and my doctor suggested putting me on some medication, and I'm like, no, I really don't want to do any medication. So she suggested working out, because exercise releases endorphins, and that really helps you, and it has been helping. This is my first month, so it had the activation fee plus my membership, but next month I would be paying $27.99. The gym I go to worked out this really great discount for people at my private school I teach at. You know, private school teachers, we don't get paid much. Private schools don't have a lot of money. So it was really nice to have a community business work out a deal with that. Hulu, I did pay. That comes right out of my checking account. $7.99. Great price. We don't bother with cable because we do have Netflix and Hulu. I just think, you know, cut the cord. Like, I was talking to my mother last night and my brother over FaceTime, and my brother's like, well, do you have cable? And I said, no, we can't afford it, and it's not really worth it. And he's like, well, we do. And he's like, do you think you'll ever get cable? And I'm like, no, because we have Hulu and we have Netflix. Why bother? And he could not fathom that. Neither could my mother. They're like, how do you survive without TV, like live TV? But honestly, Hulu gets all the shows I want to watch. Auto insurance, that also came out already. We pay $229.06 for the both of us. Strangely, my insurance has not gone up because of me hitting a deer. I was kind of expecting it to. So that is paid up. Automatically withdraws at the beginning of the month, which is nice. I really don't have to think about it. Just have to make sure there's money in my account, which as of late there never is. Okay, debt payments. This is where I feel like the bulk of my money goes, and we're really trying so hard to get it taken care of. Discover, $59, American Express, $36, American Eagle Visa, $59. This has been closed for so many years, and I'm still paying it off. I started with $3,000. I am down to $1,800. I cannot wait for this to be gone. Firestone, I paid at the end of December. This is my car payment on my new car. It is $290. I paid $144.75. That came out at the beginning of the month, and then on the 15th, the other half comes out. Care Credit is a medical expense credit card, $52. This is a private school loan that I got when I was in college, $17.75. I got an email saying they're increasing my payment, which honestly, it's okay. Maurice's $80. Normally it is $27, but I got hit with the late fee. Yonkers, that's paid off, but I keep it there to remind me to stop getting credit cards. Capital One is $92. That is the usual payment. I don't know why it's so much. This is another student loan of mine, my Perkins, $50.39. That was paid at the beginning of the month. That is, I paid that at the beginning or at the end of December, my AE credit card that my husband and I have together. This is my husband's stuff that I just stopped putting in because I didn't see a point. This is my government loans for student loans, $79.81. I'm actually paid a month ahead somehow, but I'm still gonna pay it anyway because it collects a lot of interest. Although, should I have to pay my government loans if the government shut down? Honestly, that drives me crazy. Why are they still taking taxes out of my paychecks? Align is a personal loan that we got This comes out at the beginning, almost $170. We got this to consolidate a bunch of debt, like medical bills and a few of my credit cards. We're paying a much lower interest rate, and it's actually getting paid off quite quickly. I know that Dave is against consolidation loans, but this really did help alleviate some stress of ours trying to get medical bills paid off and such. And this was about how much the payment was for the medical bills, so it works. This is my old car loan. I have $1,500 left on it. It was $10,000, and when I hit the deer, my insurance company paid $9,000. So I still owe $1,500. I think I ran the numbers, and if I just made the minimum payment here, the $229, it would be paid off in June. We're hoping to pay it off with the taxes that we have coming, because Joey got his W-2 yesterday, and with claiming his daughters, we were getting like $6,000 back, so we just need the government to open so we can get taxes back. David's bridal, $48, and then PayPal is $27. Alta got paid at the end of December, so lots of debt. I'll have to give an updated debt snowball video sometime. Gas, I have not been contributing to this month because I was very lucky to receive some gift cards through the script program at the school I teach at. So parents gave money to the school as a gift, and then the teachers get to go choose gift cards. So I chose some for Walmart and some for Quick Star. I also chose, I think there was like $20 left, and I chose a gift card to McDonald's and Culver's. So I haven't funded any of this. My cats, I was lucky to receive a gift card for Christmas to Petco, so I've not had to spend any money on cat food or litter, which really just makes me really thankful when money is so tight. But I will make sure to feed them before a bill gets paid. You know, like I said, this is 4 walls. 4 walls equals rent, utilities, food, transportation. The rest of your bills get paid when they can get paid. Sinking funds. So when I get my tips, if I have like random dollar bills, I've been putting them in a little coupon divider, and so I did put $5 to car repair just because since I am delivering pizzas and using my car a lot, I'm going to need an oil change really soon, and so I just wanted to start funding that with some of my tip money, so here's $5. And then I haven't put anything towards school supplies. I would really like to put some because I do need to start looking for a social studies curriculum on Teachers Pay Teachers, and so yeah, that has to come out of my own money. So anyway, this is where we're at so far. Yeah, so hopefully my income, I lowballed my income, I always do, so hopefully this becomes a little bit more, and I can start knocking some of my older bills and stuff out of the park. So this video is 18 minutes long, or going on 19. I hope you guys are still with me, and maybe you can relate to this whole scenario that my husband and I find ourselves in. This is definitely helping him wake up to needing to have an emergency fund and snowball his debts because he's in no hurry to pay off some of his debts. So if you guys can relate, you know, leave a comment below. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will hopefully see you all very soon. Bye-bye.